So what's your superpower? Personally, I'm lucky. It's raining a little bit right now, but you can see this disaster underneath here. It's still raining under the truck. I almost took this to Corpus Christi 5 weeks ago, but the day before I left, it threw a couple of codes related to the idle speed and the idle controller. And I've never cleaned it. It's got 270,300 miles on it now. So I figured, well, I don't need that happening or anything crapping out. So I took the big Dodge, and it ran great. Got about 17 miles to the gallon, which isn't too bad for a big diesel with 410 gears. So I got back Saturday and got this thing out of the weeds, fired it right up. A little shaky on startup, but it smoothed right out. And took it to work this morning. Everything was good. So went out to lunch to get a smoothie. And as I was leaving the plant, I got a whiff of antifreeze. I wasn't running the air conditioner because I just don't usually do that no matter what. And so I was like, well, that's interesting. So I got to the smoothie gang and everything was fine. And came back out and I saw it just raining out from under the truck, right about the transmission area. And it's like, well, that's not supposed to be like that. So I cracked the cap on the bottle to depressurize it, zipped over to the local O'Reilly and grabbed a couple of cans of cheap antifreeze and threw it in there, and it took 2 gallons. Like, well, damn. So I then said, screw it, and got on the road to come home and stopped at a gas station and filled up my cans again, put another gallon in it, and then had 2 more gallons with me, and I managed to get home with those 2 other gallons. Because it seemed like it would go down a gallon and then kind of set there without the cap pressurized. So I was like, well, I mean, it never overheated, and I had the heat on just to make sure, and it never stopped throwing heat, so it always had coolant, so I don't think I did any serious damage to anything. But it's like, where is this stuff coming from? Because when the engine's running, you can see it blowing out. You can see the water hitting the transmission tunnel up above the transmission. And when it's not running, it's just drooling down everywhere underneath. And it's like, Christmas, what is back there? And this is a 5.4 liter, so it's stuffed in this poor thing. So right now I have been pouring water in this thing, and it's pretty full, so it should continue to leak. And we will see if we can show you. Oh boy, this truck. Yeah, that hurts. You can hear it gurgling. Boy, this thing, because it's draining. All right. But in any case, there's a heater hose, apparently, that runs under the intake manifold and connects to this heater hose right here. And it goes through some sort of a splitter back there. And apparently, 270,300 miles is the limit for its ability to hold coolant. So, this thing's painful. That intake manifold's got to come off. Because there's no, if it was a 4.6, I might have a shot at it. But there's no good way to get to it. So, I think this thing's grounded for a while, and now I got to figure out what I want to do with it. Because it's getting really tired. at almost 300,000 miles, and it's starting to use a quart of oil every 1,000 miles, and it's getting ready to, I got to make a decision to crap or get off the pot on this thing. So looks like I'm going to be driving the big Dodge, which I don't mind because it's a nice truck, but it's disappointing. I'm just glad that I didn't take this thing to Corpus, because I don't think I would have made it. I don't think I would have made it there in the first place. But anyway, that's where we're at today.